Hello, I miss Tell It Like This. I hope everybody's doing good out there. It's a Saturday night, y'all. Okay. And what is Miss Tell It Like This doing? I am coloring, y'all. Yes, I know y'all probably say, what? You color? Yes, okay. Big kid at heart, okay? I love to color, but I color with these color pencils, okay? And for me, coloring is very what? It's therapeutic, it's relaxing. And what can I say? I'm a big kid at heart. But anyway, I'm coloring. Um, ouch. I'm sorry, y'all. I got a sticker. One of them sticker brows in my foot. I'm coloring Ariel. And I just begin to color. Okay. And her hair is red, but I'm coloring her hair black. Because I just wanted to change her up, you know. She could be whatever I want her to be, okay? Because it's my coloring book. But I hope everybody's doing good out there. I'm doing wonderful. I did my walk, you know, and I feel great. I did my exercise before my walk, y'all. And so, you know, hey, what can I say? I feel great. Yeah. I haven't been on this photo for a long time. I'm just beginning. So I may let you see her after I finish. But anyway, when you all are going through something out there, you have to do things to keep your mind off of what you're going through, okay? Positive, productive things, okay? Not like drinking or doing drugs or, you know, beating somebody up. You got to do some positive stuff, okay? Or sitting up there beating on yourself because, you know, you have once again made the biggest mistake in your life, okay? You cannot allow yourself to wallow in your sorrows, okay? Don't get me wrong. Yes, you're going to grieve, okay? I do grieve, okay? I have cried, okay? But I'm not going to wallow in my sorrows, y'all. I'm not going to let sadness destroy me and stop me from living. And that's how you have to be, baby. You can't let sorrow destroy you, okay? See, a lot of us, we've had people in our lives that try to bring us down, you know, try to tear us down, our self-esteem, try to make us feel like we're the problems or we're the issues, and it be them. And you have a lot of people that leave people and they don't give you any closure. But a lot of times you have to give yourself closure. And you have to tell yourself, my completeness comes within me. And my completeness does not evolve around this person acceptance or this person love. Yes, I tried to give this person love. Yes, I tried to give this person kindness. And they simply couldn't accept it. So it's okay. I have to come to the realization it is what it is. I accept it. The issue is not me. The issue is them. Okay? But I also have to take responsibility that I allowed this person that I talked about in the last video, that I gave chances to over 100 times, 8-year relationship, a lot of good happened, but then a lot of bad happened, a lot of cheating on his part, leaving me, coming back, then leaving, coming back, and then he finally left. And the irony is, the last time he left, which was 3 years ago, you all, he told me he wanted to hang on to me while he married someone else. And at that time, I was like, no, absolutely not. You go on. And I was pretty strong, but then 3 years later, y'all, after, he got married, and it was 3 years later, he had a baby on me, and his marriage was not working out. So he saw me on social media, on TikTok. He saw that I was doing good, looking good, being happy. And he left me his number. He inboxed me with his number. And I called him. And why did I call him? Because I had not let go. And why did I not let go? After all the suffering, the pain, everything that I endured with him. Time and time and time and time and time again, you all. Him cheating, and I would take him back. And then he actually leaving me for who I thought was just a female friend, naive of me. Married her, had a baby, announced it to people we knew. But yet still wanted to hang on to me. Left me. 3 years later, he hits me up, and then I took him back. So I have to take responsibility for my actions as well, because why? I allowed him to do this to me. I allowed it, okay? Am I going to beat myself up? No. No, I'm not. I'm not going to beat myself up, because I realize why I allowed it, you all. I told you in the last video that I had dreams of this guy. I had dreams that he was talking to me. I had dreams that he was sleeping next to me. For 3 years, I had dreams, and I'm like, why can't I get him out of my head? Why do I keep having these dreams? I mean, I had spiritual experiences of this guy's spirit actually coming to my bed and trying to, how can I say it? Trying to get me to accept him. And I turned my back to his spirit. I rejected his spirit because at that time I was angry. And I was doing good, you all. But Then he physically popped up, and I took him back. Why? Why? I know y'all probably like, why, Miss, tell it like it is? You're so nice. You're so intelligent. You seem like you're too nice and intelligent for that. Well, I am nice and I am intelligent, even though I didn't make intelligent moves, but it's a reason why. And I know what it is. It's called soul ties, y'all. Soul ties. When you allow your soul, or when I allow my soul to intertwine with someone else's soul, and those spiritual ties are there. That's why when he wasn't even around me for years, he could come to me, because those soul ties was never severed. But Miss Stella, like it is, know what I need to do spiritually. I know. Because I know that I cannot keep allowing this narcissist to keep coming in and out of my life and hurting me. Do I hate him? No. I will never hate anybody. Out of all the people who have ever done me wrong, I don't hate anybody. Okay? I have learned to have a forgiving heart. Because to have unforgiveness in your heart will only hurt me. Okay? And guess what? Or I cannot allow myself to keep on suffering through being not forgiving. Just because I forgive this guy, does it mean that the next time he tries to pop up in my life, which I'm sure he will, because this has been a pattern, doesn't mean that I should embrace him? Doesn't mean that I should open my arms back to him? No. I forgive him. I realize he is a narcissist. And guess what? I also realize narcissists are mentally, psychologically, and spiritually sick. They're sick. They cannot love. They lack empathy. And that's why they can do people so wrong. That's why. Miss, tell it like it is. I gave this guy a chance to get his life together because he had hit rock bottom. I literally gave him the money for a plane ticket to go somewhere else because he said that there was a friend of his that would help him find a job in another city and get on his feet. And when he did get where he needed to go, that he would reach back to me, send for me and my daughter. I believed him. So I gave him the money to the plane ticket, to get the plane ticket. I paid for the plane ticket, okay? I paid his phone bill 2 times. When he got on the plane and he reached Atlanta, he called me. And when he reached his final destination, which I will not say, he never called me. So he had me wondering, was he okay? Did something happen to him? Because, that would be someone's normal response, right? So I called his phone. And every time I called his phone, it would go straight to voicemail. So I got nervous. I'm like, oh my God, did something happen to him? You know? He gave me all his little information so I could pay his phone bill. And I had this feeling maybe his phone is turned off. So I called and his phone was turned off. So I paid his phone bill, you all. I paid it. So I said, okay, that's the reason why his phone is going straight to voicemail. I said that to myself because his phone got cut off. Okay? So, once I paid his phone bill, after a couple of hours, I called him. The phone didn't ring, but it still went to voicemail. So I'm like, maybe he dropped his phone or something and it's damaged. You know, I'm thinking this. Maybe he damaged his phone. So I looked it up. I Googled it and it said, if a person's phone goes straight to voicemail, they've either blocked you. So I star 6-7 him, and guess what? It went straight through. And I verified with some of the family that he was okay. He called them immediately when he made it to his destination. But he did not call me. He blocked me. And that let me know that he didn't have regards for my feelings. And it confirmed what I knew for some years or suspected, that he was a narcissist. So that confirmed, okay, yes, he is a narcissist. And the funny thing about it, you all, I had spiritual warning. I saw so many things up ahead of time. I had ample of warning. Ample of warning. I knew things. I knew how they were going to play out. And I still ignored the signs. The Creator even allowed me to see things and gave me warning not to go back to Him, that everything was a test. And I ignored the Creator. I ignored what I spiritually saw. So I have to take responsibility that I kept allowing this narcissist to hurt me. I was not blind. I guess I wanted to believe that he had changed. But I was lying to myself because narcissists never change. They can't. They can't, you all. They are programmed like they are. It's like, I don't know, I would call it the invasions of the body snatchers. I really just think they're possessed with an entity if you really want to know the truth. Everybody don't believe. I know a lot of people like, Miss, tell it like it is. That's crazy. No, it's not. It's not. Because entities are real. And they don't have a body. So they have to use human being bodies. Because they don't have a physical body. So they work through human beings. So on a spiritual standpoint, I see what I'm really dealing with or dealt with. And I see that it was never the physical house of clay I was dealing with, you all. It's an entity in that house of clay. And I have proof of it, you all. But I will not talk about it. Okay, I will not talk about some things I will not talk about on my channel. But I know for a doubt that I was dealing with an entity. Let's just say this, Miss Tell It Like It Is. Actually, the entity in this person spoke to me, okay? And I'll just leave it like that. I'll just leave it like that, y'all. And I know y'all probably like, oh my God, Miss Tell It Like It Is. I would have just ran. I would have just ran if something spiritually spoke out through someone. But I'm not afraid of the supernatural. I'm not. That's a whole nother story. I mean, let's put it like this. We all have gifts. And some of us have tapped into our gifts and some of us haven't, okay? I've tapped into some of my gifts. So, remember, we are spiritual beings, so some of us choose to be more carnal than we do spiritually. And when we do that, we hurt ourselves. And that's kind of like Miss Tell It Like It Is. Sometimes I've ignored. Still got this darn sticker brow from walking. Sometimes I've ignored my gift, okay? I've ignored the ability to see things about people that I'm involved with or I'm around. And that's because I was ignoring that spiritual side of me and deciding to walk totally physical or carnal minded. Because if I had chose to walk spiritually minded and I had listened to the Creator, I would have never went through half of the stuff that I went through. I would have never kept taking someone back over and over and over and over and over after I've seen so much. I mean, what more can you see? But let me say it again. That is the power of soul ties. When you physically sleep with someone and then you don't sever that soul tie. It's hell. Sometimes just letting go. But Miss Tell It Like It Is. I will win this battle. Trust me, I will win this battle. Because that's all it is. It's a battle, baby. It's a spiritual battle. That's all. And we all have tests in our lives, okay? We all have people that come in our lives and test us. A lot of times it be not the people, it be the entities in the people, okay? And sometimes it be the people. But Miss Tell like it is, I was very aware on my spiritual side that I was dealing with an entity. On the physical side, I just didn't want to believe it. I just didn't want to believe it. And why? Why didn't I want to believe it? Because I just wanted to pretend like what I was seeing spiritually did not exist. I wanted to pretend. But you all know what's in the dark always comes to light. After a while, truth always reveals itself. That's why a lot of times, let me tell you something. A lot of times, because I am spiritual minded too, it's easier for me to forgive a lot of people because I am very aware that we're not always dealing with that person. We're dealing with that entity that's in that person. I'm aware. I'm not dealing with you. I'm dealing with that entity in you. And that entity did not want me to be happy. That entity did not want me to smile. But guess what? I'm still smiling. That entity wanted to break me down. You hear me? And what is Miss Tell Like It Is doing? I'm still moving on. I'm still moving forward. Did I cry? Hell yes. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you because I have feelings, baby. I'm not a narcissist. I have much empathy and I have feelings. So yes, I cried. But like I said, I am not going to wallow in sadness. So I'm telling you this for all you people out there that may be going through. Do not wallow in your sadness, baby. Do whatever to keep your mind occupied so you will not find yourself drifting in depression and sadness. Do positive things, y'all. And one thing, y'all may not want to get some color pencils and color like me, but there's many positive things to do. Exercising, reading, writing, drawing, writing songs, singing, dancing, laughing, watching comedies. Do something, baby. Get up out of that bed and stop feeling sad. Don't wallow in that sadness, baby. Don't wallow in that anger. Don't wallow in bitterness. Refuse to wallow in unforgiveness. It's only going to hurt you. Recognize, baby, that everything in life is a test. And when you are made out of love, like I have a loving heart. I'm full of love, baby. Okay. I'm just full, like I said, I am full of love. Okay? So when you full of love, There are going to be people that hate that, or entities. Let me rephrase that. That hate that. And they'll come through the houses of clay to make you heartless. Try to turn you heartless. Try to take away your joy. But you cannot allow them to, y'all. You can't look at everything from a physical angle. Some things you have to see from a spiritual perspective. And even those things that are just totally physical, you still cannot hate. I mean, you can, but who is it going to hurt? You. Because it's not going to hurt them. They're going to still live their life. But karma's going to find them. The universe is going to find them now. But you think that they're going to be hurt because you hurt? No. The narcissist will gloat and laugh. That little entity in their behinds will be sitting up there. I got her. I got him. I turned his heart black and cold and full of evil and bitterness and anger and unforgiveness. Just like me. I took the love out of them. And when they take the love out of you, who are they trying to really take out of you? Who? They're trying to take the God out of you, the Creator out of you. That's what they're trying to take. Because they don't possess love. They don't possess it, you all. And that evil in them hates that you possess it. It's an enviness. And that's all it is. And if half of the people in this world looked at things from a spiritual point of view, the world would be a better place. But a lot of people don't want to embrace that things are more spiritual than they are physical, because some people are just afraid to think like that. They're like, I don't want to think that kind of stuff really exists. So they decide to be blind because they're afraid of the unknown or the unseen. But with me, baby, Miss Tell like it is. I've accepted it is what it is, okay? But you know what? I'm going to always love. I'm going to always be forgiven. I will not allow my personality to be taunted by evil. I will not allow the cornerstone of who I am spiritually to be changed in any kind of way. I will not allow my heart to be stony, because I have a spiritual plane to return to, okay? When I leave this earth, I want to be back into my spiritual world that I came from, y'all. Because I'm a spiritual being just like you. You're a spiritual being, okay? That's just in this physical house of clay. Yes, I want to be happy, baby, and being happy is being spiritual minded. And being spiritual minded is freedom. Remember, to be spiritual minded is to be free, is life. more abundantly, and to be carnal minded is death. That's why you must, for those, especially those who are spiritual minded, you must work hard every day to stay spiritual minded. Because there are so many tests out here. And as long as you're in this physical house of clay, this flesh, you will always be tested with something. And you will continue to be tested until you pass that test. And everybody, every single person on the face of this planet gets tested every single day. There is nothing you don't get tested with. If you keep in mind that life is just one big test, you'll be okay. And that goes for me. Because see, I'm not selling y'all this image like I'm so freaking perfect. No, I have flaws. I have tests that I failed. But I promise you, I'm going to pass the next test. It's coming. I know it's coming again. And I'm going to pass it. And it's still like this. I'll probably be able to tell you about it, okay? But anyway, let me get back to my coloring, okay? That I'm enjoying. And you all take care. I'm out. I'm just tell it like it is. Y'all have a wonderful one. And pick your head up, all you grieving people out there. What did I say again? Pick your head up. If your wife left you, it's not the end of the world. If your husband left you, it's not the end of the world. If your boyfriend left you, it's not the end of the world. If your girlfriend left you, it's not the end of the world, baby. I can talk about pain and hurt because, baby, I've been through a lot of it. I can write a book about my life, for real. And if I really was to really open up about everything about my life, you all would be so blown away. But yet still, I'm standing here. And not because of me, but because the universe, because the Creator. And that's who I can give it to. It's not me, okay? It is not me. It's because of the Creator, the universe. I've been through hell and back many times. I've been through some things, you all. Physically and supernaturally. I've been through something in life. And one day I may write a book about it. I don't know. One day I may share it. I may never share it. But anyway, I can tell y'all things from personal experiences, okay? I'm not just up here. I just haven't had this life full of just, you know how some people just have everything just flowing all good for them, and, you know, but then they try to tell you about problems, but they've never really experienced anything in their life. They've had the silver spoon in their mouth, and, you know, they've had people doing things. That's not me, y'all. That's not me. Once again, I must go. I'm about to color my butt off. Take care. Tulu. I'm out. I'm just telling like it is. Be happy. Have peace. Have joy. I'm sending you love. Mwah. I'm out.